And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you.
That's all
Music
facts.
in your brain and slowly starting
That's
to
all
convince you.
facts.
You let your kids listen and then the cycle continue. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race.
What?
Blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids, and just blame it on white citizens. Aim at the vice president.
Wait, what? Yo, Joyner, what? Joyner, this is better than your devil's work. This is better than devil's work, bro. Because, Joyner, you mean that, bro. And guess what? Know how I know you mean it? Because you said it, you knew it, and guess what? It's true.
Even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history.
That's a whole fact. Okay, yeah, fight back, bro. Fight back. Don't turn into victimhood, but fight back, because that is a fact. Of course we're affected by the history. Like, are we for real right now? Anyways.
My grandmama was a slave. That shit gets to me.
Boy, your grandma was not a slave. I got to stop you. I got to stop you. You took it too far.
And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracking within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly.
You need to think about money and power a little more and position yourself in a position where you can make some change in the community. How about that? How about you start thinking like this guy, get some ugly in you, instead of walking around with Gucci belts and Louis belts and trying to look pretty all the time, wearing your little purse looking like your girlfriend. The guy's just an actor? Okay. This is Joyner Lucas. I'm not racist.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel.
Damn.
Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys.
Wait, is this Joyner's voice? This don't even sound like Joyner. Did he just say that? I don't think he just said that, right? Oh Lord. Is that Joyner's voice?
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel.
It sounds more like Joyner's voice than it could be this guy's voice. I'm gonna say that's Joyner.
Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. Well, pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. Alright. Look. I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living off free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for so.
Hold on. He's talking about some things. He's being kind of vague about it, but he is talking about some things. There's a lot of truth to what he's saying right now, and obviously Joyner wrote these lyrics. I wonder if Joyner wrote this from the perspective of truth, like he believes this as well, and I'm assuming this guy's gonna rap for the black point of view, but I wonder if Joyner wrote this as in this is what MAGA people think, or Joyner wrote this because this is what he thinks. Obviously, he's sharing this sentiment with the MAGA people, saying MAGA people think like this because the guy has a MAGA hat and it's a MAGA guy rapping the lyrics. But I wonder if Joyner wrote the lyrics as truth, or is he writing them as these people are so dumb, this is all they think about us? Because there's a lot of truth in what he just said. See a black man raising a gun, but I'd rather see a black man raising his son, or claiming his son. He should have said raising the son. He should have said raising him twice, because raising the son, the poem, that would have been a dope little. Anyways, I'm thinking too deep about it. You're not bringing this whole thing back.
As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react. Wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. Well, pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground
That's
back
all
then.
facts.
Like you was on the plantation getting down back then.
That's all facts. I don't like when people say that and think that's not gonna have any effects to what's happening today. That is, what I say is, so what, get to work. You feel me? That's what I say. I say, so what, get to work. I say, so let's continue to do better. I say there's enough of us who know better who can raise this community and be a better figure. I say there's plenty of black millionaires, some billionaires in this world already. So do we not have the resources to provide a better, future for the black community? I think we do. So the excuse is out the window. Now in the 60s, 70s, okay, they had us in a chokehold. Okay, red line, those things happening that I can see was hard. But guess what? Even then, we were way better. Even then, the marriage was way up, over 80% in the black community. Fathers were in the houses, not the 70s. 70s started, that's when the debacle really started tumbling. But before that, 50s, 40s, even the 60s, even though that's when it started. Civil War is when we lost grip of who we were. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but yeah, that's on Martin's head, and that's why they propped him up. But we're not gonna talk about that right now. But interesting. So I don't like when people say, "Well, you weren't picking cotton off the ground back then." We can't act like we're not that far removed from slavery. Like, calm down. You feel me? Because it's like, I put it to you this way: today, if you're rich and I have, if I'm rich and I start a business and I become a millionaire. If I keep passing that down to my family and it lasts, let's say 100 years, it keeps going. What I did on the positive note, is that not going to have any effects on what my lineage is going to experience? Is it not going to have any effects? Are they not going to have an easier lifestyle if I'm raising my kids right and my kids are going to raise their kids right, and I'm passing down hella money? Is that not going to have an effect on them, or can they say they did it all on their own? No, they got it from me. I started it and I passed it down, and they're good now. That's the point of it. So if it's reverse, if it's the other way, if I got nothing and I'm passing down nothing, I went from not having any rights, I went from being poor, I went from being a slave to being free, to working from the ground up, to dealing with all of this other bull crap, to Jim Crow, to everything, right? I'm dealing with all of this, Civil War. Now they got me affirmative action. Now they got us in a chokehold. They tricked us with affirmative action. Now we're stuck. And then they did all that. Is that not going to have an effect on the generation 4 generations later? It's going to have an effect. So to say like you weren't counting off the ground back then, that's ignorant. That's hella ignorant. So it's true though. That's what I'm saying. The statements are true though. So we'll see where he goes with it.
I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living on free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for some weed and some liquor, or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals?
All facts.
You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight.
Facts. Yo, Joyner feels like this, bro. There's no way Joyner could have wrote this if he didn't feel this way. He is not talking about MAGA right now. He put the MAGA hat on him for the purpose of the video. 2017, Trump's first year in office, yeah. 16, 17, yeah. So he did this for you know what I'm saying? The MAGA thing is for publicity. He's just talking about racist people. That's what he's talking about. But at the end of the day, this is true what he's talking about. That's crazy. So this is truth so far. Segregation was one of the worst, not for nothing, Joy. Segregation was one of the worst things that happened to the black community because we were better off at the end of the day. That process should have been much slower, and it should have been more of an independent process. That process, we went from segregation to bring it, like, what I'm saying, the segregation was better for us at one point. Honestly, it was. We owned our own communities, our own stores. We had our own colleges. We had our own businesses. We owned everything in our neighborhood. We had our own league. The Negro League came out. People were making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year or whatever. It didn't matter if they never made millionaires. They were playing a sport and they were going to start an NBA league. That was the other thing. It was many things that were being constructed within the time of segregation because we weren't allowed to be there. So what did? We did what we best with the tools we had, and we did a lot. Black Wall Street, the black market, like, bro, we were killing actually. We were actually killing it, actually. And the marriages up, fathers were in the homes, no government assistance. Yeah, there was racism, but so what? I guess we're not ready to get there yet. We're not ready to end the segregation, but the Democrats ended segregation purposely for the purpose of that, so they can regain control of the black community. Why let them grow on their own and become successful when we can just give them something? We can just control them and give them money, give them food stamps, destroy them from the inside. And that's what they did successfully. But yeah, I'm not saying segregation is good. I'm just saying it should have lasted a little longer. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? That's why Tupac was like, I know it seems heaven sent, but we ain't ready to have a black president. Yeah, we wasn't ready then, and we wasn't ready when Obama came. Scrub.
Proud to be fake, but you lazy as eat some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals.
Talon knows exactly what the hell I'm talking about. For next 200 years, I'm gonna have you niggas voting Democrat. Successful.
You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight.
Damn.
It's like you proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight. And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face.
He talking about my son. He talking about my son. And my son made a remix to this. Damn, I'm itching to hear my son's remix. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I just described that freestyle my son did as that person. The one who claims this is the lifestyle that he lives and he's proud of it, to the one who also claims we gotta save the kids, man. I'm sorry to the kids. I just want to say I'm sorry to the kids who I led astray, who I continue to lead astray.
You can't escape problems. You can pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom.
Yo, Joyner believes this. I don't care what Joyner says. I know Joyner's half white and all. Joyner believes this, bro, because there's too much truth in what he's saying. Where's the controversy? I mean, he had a few N-bombs in the beginning, but I mean, he said it with the N-I-G-G-A. It wasn't that serious. I don't care when white boys say it like that. I don't care.
My boy's been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black.
No.
I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black.
That's hilarious. And white people do that. Yeah. Racists absolutely do that. White racists do that. Not even just white racists. All racists do that when it comes to the black community. Oh, I'm married to this. I have a kid with this. That doesn't matter. It's because you got a little fetish. That doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you're not racist. It doesn't mean you're racist either, but it doesn't mean you're not racist. Like, yeah. So I think he said that for laughing purposes. That was kind of funny. My cousin's boyfriend got a jersey and he's blah, 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 and his boyfriend's black. I'm around them all the time, he's saying.
My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black.
Okay.
My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist.
How about that? Would you like that? You want them in your neighborhood? That was a slick line he said. I'm telling you, Joyner believes this. But that was a slick line he said. He said, maybe we should build a border to keep the Mexicans out, or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. Huh? It's kind of like, should we do that? What you think? But the real story is they don't want them in the ghetto. Ain't enough room. They don't want them there. They want them in the country, but they don't want them where they're at. They don't want borders around the country, but they want borders in their neighborhood. The hypocrisy lives on. It lives on, doesn't it? It's consistent, this hypocrisy. You know what? They're consistent at being hypocritical for sure.
And I never lied, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my God.
Oh, time out. Slow down, brother. Slow down. You're losing me. You're losing me, Bob. You're losing me. You're losing me, Bobby. He might have lost me already, actually. Don't disrespect Tupac. I mean, he's not a god, for sure. But don't calm down. Calm down, all right? I like Einstein and I like Tupac.
From mine, I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my God. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you.
That's
Music
all facts.
Your brain and slowly starting
That's
to
all
convince
facts.
you. You let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race.
What?
Blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids, and just blame it on white citizens. Aim at the vice president.
Wait, what? Yo, Joyner, what? Joyner, this is better than your devil's work. This is better than devil's work, bro. Because, Joyner, you mean that, bro. And guess what? Know how I know you mean it? Because you said it, you knew it, and guess what? It's true. It's true, though. What? Did he lie at all yet? It's true. The facts that he said about the black community so far, especially hip-hop culture, because he's really talking to people within the black hip-hop culture. That's who he's really attacking. Yeah, that's who he's really attacking when you think about it. But people don't know how to separate those things. So for the sake of it, we're just gonna say the black community. Those are all facts. Could be exaggerated, could be generalized, but these are things that are true. You got to get into the numbers, and you know what I'm saying, we can get specific, but it's closer to true than it is exaggerated. It's closer to exact than it is exaggerated.
Watch your class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down.
Damn, Joyner's a beast, bro. Joyner's a crazy storyteller, bro. Joyner is a crazy storyteller. I can't even lie, bro.
Blaming on those drinks, blaming on everybody except for your own race, blaming on white privileges, blaming on white kids, and just blaming on white citizens. Aim at the vice president. Watch your class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gon' show us some respect. You gon' stand for this country, nigga. I'm not racist.
Damn, boy. Oh my God, there's water coming out of my eyes. Bro, my eyes almost popped out of my head just now. Oh man, damn, I just spit all over my hoodie and my freaking keyboard. Oh. Damn, Joyner. That was a lot, brother. I don't even think you needed to do that. Yeah, he dropped enough N-bombs. Why you had to give him the ER for? He really wants you to think this dude's racist. Damn. Joyner, that's a little too much, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You almost ruined my whole setup over here. All right. That was crazy. Yeah, I don't like this guy too much. I ain't gonna lie. This dude, yeah, he's saying a lot of facts, but this dude is racist, though. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It don't negate the fact that he spoke some truth. It doesn't negate that. But this guy's racist. Yo, what did he say? That was aggressive.
Oh, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gonna show us some respect. You gonna stand for this country, nigga.
He gonna stand for this country. Dang, that's aggressive. All right, let's keep it going. No more of those, Joyner, please. It doesn't sound good.
I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this type of war. I heard Eminem's rap at the awards. Who's he fighting for? Y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more. It's like you want to be so famous.
What's he talking about? What is he talking about? What did Eminem do at the awards? What's he referencing by that? And why don't I know it? What's he referencing? This is 2017. Eminem came out with Revival. Is there a song on Revival? Oh yeah, he has that one song on Revival. What's it called? It was a really good song. I just didn't like the message because it's like super duper liberal. Dang, I can't remember. Is he talking about that song though? Did Eminem perform that song? Unapologetic? No, it's un something. White boy, you a rock star. Something like that. White boy, you a rock star. In your cop car. You didn't want fans if they voted for Trump. Oh, okay. I don't even think I heard that freestyle before, to be honest with you.
It's like you want to be so famous.
That's petty.
You'll do anything for attention and a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass. You ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that gold out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police and stop killing you fucks. Yo, what the fuck?
Ooh, that stinks. Yeah.
It's like we're living in the same building.
Yeah, some truth there. That stinks. It's exaggeration because that's not why police are killing them, but that's why you're being targeted. So stop dressing like the criminals. Untouchable. That's what I was thinking about. Unsomething. I said unappreciated. That was interesting what he just said though, because it's about the image you portray. Stop trying to dress like the gangsters and not get treated like them. So females go out in the streets, don't try to dress like a hoe and want to be treated like a lady. You dress like a hoe, you're looking skanky, you're going to get treated like a hoe. Same thing for the boys. Same thing for the boys. You go out there dressing like you ain't got no home training. You go out there dressing like a little gangster, like you got something tucked in under your sweater. I'm nervous. I don't like it. You feel me? My life depends on it. I might have to put you down. Yeah. Yeah. You crazy? Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways.
Put that suit back on, take that do-rag off, take that gold out your mouth, quit the pitiful stuff, and then maybe police and stop killing you fucks. Yo, what the fuck? I'm not racist. It's like we're living in the same building but split into two floors. I'm not racist. But there's two sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours.
You just told his side. That line's a little confusing. I wish that I knew yours. You just told his. You were talking about him the whole time. You didn't talk about yourself, except for the Steve Jobs and I worship the Einsteins. You know, I pay taxes for what? But for the most part, you was talking about his story. Interesting. There was a lot of truth in there.
I wish that I knew yours.
Are we supposed to make peace after this? I mean, you really went in on him. I don't know if you can make peace after this.
I'm not racist. I swear.
I'm not racist. Nah, you racist, bro. You definitely racist. You said enough racist stuff. You racist. But you spoke a lot of truth, though. I gotta give you that. Uh-oh.
With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that?
It is.
And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just because you got nigga friends.
So we shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. It's not an excuse. He should have cleared that up a little more. See, but you know why? Because there isn't an excuse. There's not an excuse. It's ignorance. It's because we're ignorant. That's why we grew up saying it so much, because we're ignorant. We all acknowledge that we probably shouldn't be saying it, but we say it anyways, and yeah. Yeah, anyways.
It's a different saying. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just because you got nigga friends. Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. And when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history.
That's a whole fact. Okay, yeah, fight back, bro. Fight back. Don't turn into victimhood, but fight back, because that is a fact. Of course we're affected by the history. Like, are we for real right now? Anyways.
My grandmama was a slave. That shit gets to me.
Boy, your grandma was not a slave. I got to stop you. You took it too far. Your grandma was not a slave. All right. Your grandma was probably a baby during this guy's grandma in 2017. Yeah, this guy's grandma was a young kid during the Civil War. What? Your grandma was barely a part of Jim Crow, my boy. Barely. He said my grandma was a slave. Joyner, you gotta relax, bro. You making this dude look dumb.
And cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history. My grandmama was a slave, that shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga.
Why you gotta put your hands on them? You see that? The difference? He's even Joyner's making this dude look more violent. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting right there.
I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Trying to have faith, but I never feel alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites. Judging.
No, it ain't. It's not hard to elevate, actually. It's not hard to elevate, man. It's hard to escape, not the whites. It's hard to escape the blacks in your neighborhood. It's hard to escape the dope dealers. It's back in the day when your grandma was around. It was hard to escape the pimps and that culture because that was an aggressive culture back in the day. Yeah, pimping been pimping since pimping been pimping. That was hard to escape. Anyways, hey, what DP say? T-shirt, Gina. Your grandma was not a slave. That's a T-shirt, DP. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm live with the chat right now. They said I should make a T-shirt called "My Grandma Was Not a Slave" or "Your Grandma." Yeah, your grandma was not a slave. That's funny. That's a funny T-shirt. But yeah, it's hard to come up when this country's ran by whites. I mean, whites created this social structure that we live under. They did a pretty good job. It could be better, of course. We can if we work together. If we weren't enslaved by our own ideas that we are taught and passed down from the hood, from the streets, from the dealers, from the gangsters, from the drug users and all of that. Yeah, if we could escape that. It's hard to elevate when you try to escape your own kind. It was hard to elevate when I was trying to move out of my own neighborhood because I needed more money to move out of my own neighborhood. But the moment I got the money, I was gone. Out of there. I can help you from afar, my good brother, but I cannot be your neighbor. I cannot live next to you. It's too dangerous over there. You feel me? It's dangerous for innocent people, bro. I can't take my mother. I'm not affiliated with no gangs, but I can't take my mother to the corner store confidently without worrying about anything, looking over my shoulder. I might get robbed at the local corner store in my own mom's neighborhood. I might get robbed. My mom will be fine by herself, most likely, right? But if I go with her, and if I pull up in a nice car or even nice clothes, no jewelry, I might get robbed. Yeah, it ain't safe over there. Where I live now, I'm not worried about that. My wife is out with my daughter. Anything can happen on any given day, right? But we're talking about possibilities versus probabilities. What's probable versus what's possible. Wish upon a star. Anything is possible. What's probable is what's likely to happen. You might want to avoid that. Yeah. The probability of me going to the store getting robbed or getting shot or getting into a confrontation because someone looked at me for too long, or maybe I looked at someone, they took it the wrong way. The probability of that is very high versus the possibility of my wife going out to the store and, someone, trying to do something aggressive towards her or anything like that, an assault, right? God bless. That doesn't happen, right? What I'm saying is that's a possibility. It's not really a probability because the crime rate ain't high like that over here. So anyways, just making a distinction. This song needs to be fact checked. This song's a little vague. It's a little too vague for me.
I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Trying to have faith, but I never feel alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Trying to find a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes.
You're talking to the wrong seat. That's the thing. Because what he's saying is kind of true, though. It is. But the party who maneuvered those hustles, who tricked you, you feel me? The parties the tactics, the people who created those tactics, they sit on the other side. They don't wear the MAGA hat. You feel me? And they don't come from the branches of the MAGA Republic. They don't come from that. So Joyner's led astray. But he's part of hip hop culture, so he's still under the hip hop culture umbrella. So he can't see things too clear. It's a shame. It's a shame. The song could have been better if he had the right mindset. Could have been a lot better.
When I ain't making no dough, you think you know everything, but you don't.
He don't know about the crime bill. He don't know about Biden. He don't know about Lyndon B. Johnson. He don't even know about history. So that's the thing about some of these rappers. They're really good at rapping. They're really good at telling stories, but they're not students. Like, they don't study things. They don't study history. They don't study scripture. They don't study things that are really worth a damn. But you know what they do study? Lyrics of their favorite rapper. Like you say, but you worship Tupac like he was a god. That's exactly what he was talking about. You know what? Now that I spin the block, that makes a little more sense. It makes a little more sense because it's obvious that the other guy was talking about more about fact-based and just like cultural issues within the black community. And this guy's kind of like, he's kind of watered down with it. If I'm being quite honest, he's kind of watered down with it and he's kind of like vague with it. Like I need him to get a little more statistical. I need him to show me that he's a little smarter than just that. You know what I'm saying? Like I need him to know that he's a little smarter than just, I can't elevate because this country's ran by whites. You can't elevate and get out of your neighborhood because your hood is ran by blacks. That's why you can't elevate. That's why it's hard. But you can elevate, but that's why it's hard though.
To copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black though. You think you know everything, but you don't. You want to copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa.
You're protecting the wrong thing, bro. You over here trying to protect the slang, the way they dress, the music. Look at the things they stand in front of to protect. If you knew your history, you would know about more there was to protect. And guess what? What the important things that are worth protecting, they don't copy those things. Yeah, they don't copy those things. Stop thinking about the cornrows in your hair, that, you know what I'm saying, that you got from the Indians. Stop thinking about stuff like that. It ain't really yours. You made it popular though. So, but who cares about that? That stuff is not important. You feel me? Like this is kind of like, his verse is kind of like bothering me because he's not really knowledgeable. And you know what? He looks young. He looks younger than the other guy, right? The other guy looks like he's 40 with a whole family. And this guy looks like a young kid who might be friends with his son. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like, so he doesn't sound like, it should have been two older guys maybe, or maybe two younger guys. I don't know. But there isn't much balance right now. So far, Buddy hasn't really been saying anything. He said a little bit, but he ain't really been saying nothing that hit. Like the other dude was hitting on a few spots already by now. So interesting.
Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit.
Yeah, this shit's bad, boy. Ooh, I can't even drive without the cops trying. So every time you drive, you get harassed by the cops. Boy, stop lying. Stop lying, bro. Joyner, why you make him look so dumb? I wonder if this is Joyner's tricky way of just really... Why he make the other guy look so smart, huh? And why he make this guy sound so dumb? Why is he making him sound so dumb right now? Very, very vague. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start ish. Like, you're lying.
And everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start
Romance.
shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit. This the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people. That's what bothers you.
What is the systematic? Oh man, like what's written in law that holds black people back? What's written in law that holds us back? If you cannot state these things, shut up. You're regurgitating at this point. You're just throwing up whatever you ever heard or ever consumed that feels fit for this conversation. You're regurgitating. But this is Joyner though. Joyner was smart enough to write that verse for this white dude. Why is he writing this verse for this black? Why is this black dude's verse so weak? Why? It's good at rapping, but I'm just saying, like, why is his point so weak? Interesting. You know why? Because you can't even lie about it. You can't even lie about it. So far he's been playing victim. He's been playing victim for quite a bit. So he's playing victim. He hasn't stated any really statistical facts. He just made his first political statement, which is systematic bull crap. So like now you got to expound on it, talk about it. Like what about the system? Like what are we talking about? There's races within the system. Yes, there's judges who punish harshly. Yes, there's cops who treat some worse than others or whatever. But these are cases. These are people. These are individuals. There's no system. So where's the system? Right? And these people are, and white people or cops or whatever, they put on the freaking what? They can't wait. The politics of today, they can't wait to fry those people, put them in the news and give them a life sentence. They can't wait. So what is it? Where's the privilege, dog? Like, come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on. Make this dude smarter, bro. I can't. It's hard to hear this dude right now.
Racism bullshit. All you do is false shit. This the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people. That's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken or no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 chains or no Kool-Aid. You don't know.
Or no Kool-Aid? Are you for real right now? Wow, Joyner. That was low. You know what that tells me? You know what this tells me, bro? Joyner not from that life. Do you know what that tells me? Joyner is not from this life. You know who would have made a better argument for this? My son. And I wouldn't agree with it, but I would have agreed with a lot of it because he's from that life. My song with him, my song made one. We might have to listen to my song. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because what Joyner just did, bro, so disgusting what he just did. That was disgusting, bro. He said, you don't know about no fried chicken or no collard greens? You don't know about no loose chains or no Kool-Aid? What, bro? That was despicable. Are you for real, bro? You just made this dude look like an idiot. That's not black culture, bro. That's not black culture. That was disgusting. That was embarrassing what Joyner just did. And you know what? It's probably because Joyner's not from that life. That's what Joyner thinks black culture is. That's what Joyner thinks black culture is. That's why he's kind of weird when he raps sometimes. He don't give me black vibes. He gives me Drake vibes. Drake better than him. Drake better than him at representing black culture for sure. But that move right there kind of exposed Joyner a little bit. Yeah. He said that passionately. He said you don't know. He said you don't know about no 2 Chainz or no Kool-Aid? 2 Chainz? Are you saying that like we're supposed to be holding 2 Chainz as someone that we're proud of? Someone that represents the black community? If he does, we're doomed. And guess what? He does. And that's why we're doomed. Bro, I can't believe he said that. Romans, love you. Yeah, I can't believe he said that. For the white people in the chat, I don't know if y'all noticed, but for black people, right, in the community, or just from the hood, what he just mentioned are the things that we hate to be categorized as. We don't like when people say, you're a fried chicken eater, lover. But it's true. We love fried chicken. We love watermelon. Yes, and we do love Kool-Aid. We grew up on it. It was cheaper juice. All right, and we can get it on the food stamps. There's a reason why we like these things, right? But what I'm saying is, yes, that is part of our culture technically, right? But it's not the part of our culture that we go out there hooting and hollering about. No. What does this man know about Fred Hampton? Why he ain't talk about none of the real black leaders from back in the day? This dude just mentioned Einstein and the Steve Jobs. I studied the Einsteins and the Steve Jobs, but you worship Tupac like he was an effing god. His rebuttal should have been, nah, bro, I studied the Fred Hamptons and the Malcolm X's and so on and so forth, right? He could have went in on those type of characters, but he didn't. He said, yo, you just mad because you want our culture. You don't know about no Kool-Aid. You don't know about no fried chicken or no 2 Chainz or no loose change. You don't know. That was crazy, Joyner. And that just shows that Joyner actually is not from the black community. He's not from the hood. That just proves he's not from that lifestyle. He's not. Because I'm telling you right now, that's something we despise. It's something we get offended by. I don't get offended by that anymore, but that's something that we would get offended by. My son would be terribly offended by that line. I'm going to have to listen to my son at some point because he would be offended by that line.
And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama. I know that's a fact.
So?
You can't wait to get
Obama was trash. So?
Get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump, and that was payback for that.
Donald Trump, way better president than Obama. Not even close. Bro, do you know anything that Donald Trump did for the black community? Do you know anything about that? This man has no statistics. I'm sorry. This is terrible.
I'm not racist. I never lied, but I noticed a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died.
And then he owns it? Oh, man. Bro, this is Joyner's fault, though. I'm telling y'all right now, this is Joyner's fault. Joyner thinks this is what black culture is. Joyner thinks black culture is Kool-Aid. I'm surprised he didn't say no freaking watermelons. He thinks so far, Joyner thinks black culture is loose change, Kool-Aid, 2 Chainz, what else? Obama, and Tupac is a god. It's crazy. Right? So far, that's what he thinks. And I don't know. It's just crazy.
Nigga die, nigga, and all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracker within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly.
You need to think about money and power a little more and position yourself in a position where you can make some change in the community. How about that? How about you start thinking like this guy, get some ugly in you, instead of walking around with Gucci belts and Louis belts and trying to look pretty all the time, wearing your little purse looking like your girlfriend. Who takes longer to get ready in the morning? Gosh, you're despicable, bro. You're despicable.
Before he fucking died, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracker within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your.
He didn't say OJ. Bro, this is hard. This is hard. He said, blame it on Puerto Rico. That boy Trump was like, Puerto Rico, oh. Anyways, it's crazy that he just said, blame it on OJ. Are you defending OJ? OJ be like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
Race, blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but
Hell no, you ain't.
I might be any day now, treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now, and now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now.
Boy, man, this man is a victim, bro. Someone go help him. Someone go help him. He's scared. He's scared to death right now. Someone send help, bro. Send help. This man's scared as hell. North Korea gonna bomb us any day now. Oh, man. 2017 was a wild time. Boy, Trump shut that down. We're doomed. When Trump leaves, bro, we're doomed, bro. And I don't agree with everything Trump does, but we're definitely, man, it's going to be a scary time, man. I don't know if J.D. Vance, I don't know if he's tough enough, bro. I don't know if he's tough enough. He's a pretty nice guy, bro. I don't know if he's tough enough, man. I'm scared of the day Trump leaves his office. I'm not even going to cap with you. I'm going to be this guy, ducking.
Shit. You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot. You don't know what it's like to be in a frying pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops, and I know if you about to die or not.
You already spoke about that. Stop. You got nothing else? You got no other points to bring up? You already spoke about the cops and you're afraid for your life every time you get pulled over. You know, about the cop trying to start shit. Like, you already spoke about that. Now you're coming back to repeat it? Bro. Because he doesn't know black struggle, bro. Joyner Lucas doesn't know black struggle. He doesn't know what the community's suffering with because he's not from the black community. He's half white, so maybe he was raised by his mom. Maybe he doesn't have his father in his life. I don't know. So maybe he's from a nicer neighborhood, or maybe he's not. Maybe he's just, he just lived in a regular neighborhood, raised by his white mom, right? Sure, you could have lived in the hood even with your white mom, right? But you're still not gonna know black culture. You're still not really gonna know real black issues, right? Just because you live around them, you know what I'm saying? You can't really adopt their lifestyle. You can adopt the things they get into, the hobbies or stuff that they're into, like culture and stuff like that. But do you know what it's like to be black? Like, I don't know if he knows. I don't know if he knows, bro. Man, he's pretty light skinned. He's pretty yellow. He looks Puerto Rican. But yeah, this song actually proves Joyner knows more about the lifestyle that blacks don't take accountability for just by judging by the verse that the MAGA dude rapped. He knows a lot about that. You know why? Because a lot of it was reality and he couldn't deny that. So he knows a lot about that, but he doesn't know nearly as much about the black struggle. He doesn't know about it because he hasn't represented black culture properly, not once. Ooh. This song is like, this is a burner for him, bro. This is a burner for him. This song exposed Joyner Lucas. I'm sorry. It did. Unless he did that intentionally.
You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time.
What?
I wish we could trade shoes.
What? Why do you love him? That's weird as hell. The hell are you talking about? This guy looks like Crypt. But much bigger, though. Crypt ain't big like that. Crypt lost a lot of weight. He looks great. But this guy doesn't look like Crypt, though. Crypt the rapper.
Pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops, and I know if you about to die or not. You worry about your life.
I never been afraid when the cops pulled me over. I never thought I was going to die. Never. I'm just saying. Even when I was a little freaking reckless young teenager. I didn't even give him an attitude. Even if I did give him an attitude, bro, they set me straight, but I didn't think I was going to die. That's another fake facade. Now people are scared because they put it in your minds. It's the Democrat political agenda. It worked perfectly.
So you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes so we could change lives so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist. It's like we living in the same building but split into both sides. I'm not racist. But there's two sides to every story, and now you know mine. Can't erase the scars with a bandage. I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding.
How are these men hugging right now?
Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding.
Why are you rubbing his back, bro? These dudes are really friends in real life, that's why. But what the hell are you rubbing his back for, bro? Calm down. Rubbing his back like a baby. Burp him.
I'm not racist.
He said, boy, you cooked me, boy. You was talking that shit. He's like, I ain't gonna lie, your verse went hard, cuz. Your verse went hard. Why you dropped the ER like that? Was that part of the script? He said, nah, I just figured I'd make it real, you know what I'm saying? He said, boy, why you slap that damn hat off my head? You ain't have to put your hands on me like that. I was really about to put you down like a dog. What the hell are they even talking about? I ain't mean none of that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. said, boy, come over to the house, man. Have some fried chicken, some Kool-Aid, man. Hey, about that 2 Chainz character. Can we play that on the way home? Man, this is crazy. What do you say here? We are all humans until race disconnected us, religion separated us, politics divided us, and wealth classified us. That's a strong statement. Strong statement. Too bad you didn't depict that very well in the song, though. I think it's interesting that he did it this way. Let me tell you what happened. 2 things happened. 2 truths happened at the same time. Joyner wrote this way because he knows more about the white experience and what he feels America should be like, and how he knew exactly how to criticize the black community. Pay attention. Even the lyricism was a lot better on the other dude's side. He was more factual, more statistical, more like, even when he was general, it was like a big paintbrush. But even that brush was there's a lot of truth to it. Buddy didn't say anything that was truth. The only thing that he said that was true was the fact that young people do think like this. So what Joyner actually did, while not knowing a thing about black culture for real or the black struggle, at the same time, what he did was depict a truth in this is how the youth actually think, a lot of them. And this is how much the youth actually knows, a lot of them. Maybe not, they might not have pointed to things like Tupac because anybody who grew up on Tupac don't think like this. No. But that was so general that Joyner used Tupac. He said Tupac because that might be all Joyner really knows. It's kind of wild when you think about it, though. It's kind of wild what happened in this song. It's kind of wild, dog. Joyner definitely did not represent the black side good at all. I'm not even going to cap to you. Very poorly represented on the black side. Probably why my son made a remix. I guarantee you that's why he made a remix. Because it was disgusting. It was quite despicable. The other side wasn't that bad. Exaggerated it a little bit. But there was a lot of truth to it, though. Take the racism out of it, right? The N-bombs and all that. You take that out of it, a lot of truth there. There's a lot. You take all that out of it, there's a lot of things Malcolm X have said that white man said. So it's interesting, I think. Overall, a good song. I can see why this song made a crazy impact, especially during the times where everyone thought Trump was a racist. So it makes sense. I don't know if he stands by this song today, but either way, this is a big record. 155 million. Oh, wow. This got a lot of views, dog. A lot of views, man.